Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're going to do this in real time, so no one can downvote my stage before I actually show it off on here. I'm going to show myself uploading it, so yeah, when you go to upload a stage, you get this message. You have to prove it's possible to beat it. Yeah, Kaizo stages. I have to wonder about that, but clearly it is possible to beat them, otherwise they wouldn't be on here. We're taking an abnormally long time to load the level. There we go. It's not that long. So this is Sword of Destiny and Despair, and as you can see, we get all of the weapons that were in the previous ones, or we pick two swords. So a little bit of a janky screen transition here, but it's okay. So yeah, as you can see, you're going to get your choice between 2 of the 5 swords that we've used in the past 5 episodes of this. And this has perhaps my favorite music of the classic Mega Man series, or at least one of them. The Mr. X Castle music from Mega Man 6, definitely my favorite theme in that game. Now, one thing you can do, I'm not going to show it off, but if you grab the wind and you pause and you're in the right position, you can use the wind to bounce back up, and you can actually get all of the weapons. If you do that, well, then you're just a master of destiny. But for me, what do I want? I think I'll take the, I will take wind and waves. And you come over here, and you get the same selection again. And I'm going to take the... I'm going to take the Sword of Time and Space. It gives us 3 options, and it gives us the gravity hold, which means I can bring out that gravity joke again. So I put a checkpoint there, even though there's been no danger so far, just because I want you to feel like, okay, if you die from this point onward, you can't just reselect your weapons and be like, oh, I don't like that. Granted, you can just, you know, restart the level, but I want you to feel locked in. And if you have either the Windstorm or the Star Crash, you can pick up, well, that little trinket. We're going to come out here, and there's 2 ways I could have made this stage. One would be a compilation stage using mechanics from all the past 5 episodes, or I could make something completely new, new mechanics, new enemies, challenges, and, well, you can kind of see which one I opted for. Especially after the episodes 4 and 5, I did not want to... Star Crash is weird through here. Firestorm would also be kind of useful through here, acting as a nice barrier weapon. There's one of those annoying cannons. We can make him feel the gravity of the situation. Same with his attacks, too. So yeah, lots of options there. I felt that I really liked that rising platform with the fire spewers there, and so that's where this is where I really wanted to kind of capitalize on that aspect. Now we move to the ice one, and for ice, can I make that guy go away? Yes, I can. If you can't, you can still do this. In fact, when I was testing this stage, I did everything with the Buster. So everything can be done Buster only. You kind of have to make it that way since you're not guaranteed to have any particular special weapon. I'll make them feel the gravity of the situation. No, I'm going to feel the gravity of the situation right here. Ooh. So yeah, ice platforms on 1 tile gaps. Hey, that was supposed to take care of you, and it didn't. Well, then we'll slow you down. And there we go. And then we have, obviously, the Sword of Wind and Wave section, this being the wind section. Again, gravity can be useful for dealing with some of these enemies. I feel like they give you enough time to do that. Be mindful of the fish. This guy, however, we'll slow him down, just because he can be annoying to deal with. Oh, wow, he's still got up before. No? Okay. Okay, that hurt me a little bit more. And then we have, this is where I decided to put the foot holders. Only place you're going to find them in this stage. So yeah, that was the wind section. Again, I wanted to capitalize on my favorite aspect of that with the whole windy long jumps. Now we get the wave section, and this is just kind of going to be a battle arena, but one in which having water wave can help you. Well, having other weapons can help you too, but yeah. As you can see, we can get through here without other things. If you have things like Power Stone, that Power Stone, Hard Knuckle, Brick Drop, those would all help you obliterate these enemy-based challenges. So there we go. Now, if you think that ladder looks a little bit suspicious, what I want to do is I want to have this platform down to be equivalent to the other one, so you couldn't find the secret down here wouldn't be as obvious. Here, it's a little bit more obvious, but I needed this platform because I need the next section to... Didn't mean to get that yet. I need the next section to start at this upper level, the upper portion of the room. So if we go down here, that is a death pit. Just so I can control you a little bit. There's some nice goodies there. And you come back up, and I don't feel like dealing with that. If you go up, that is a death trap. It is possible to get through here without the time slow. However, it is not possible to get the energy tank without the time slow. So up is a death trap, and down is also a mean death trap. But it gives you a sneak peek of what's ahead. And those guys down there, you may think it's a bad idea to put them in a laser section, especially if you don't have access to the gravity, but you do get enough time to do this. So this, I have it timed really tightly, and I have other lasers going off that just don't really matter. See, there's where you need the thing. You can't go down the first one. Megman, what did I just say? You can't go down the first one. Okay, well, I just proved that you have enough time to battle those guys, so let's do this. So now with the time slow, we can come down here and get the E-Tank. There's nothing to the... yeah, you can see that. I'm not going to wait for these guys. We'll make them feel the gravity of the situation. So yeah, the time and space can really help you with some of the platforming challenges. Sort of fire and ice. The fire barrier can be pretty useful in places. Ice Slasher could have been useful against that Yamato guy. And now this section, this is from Swords of Bricks and Mortar. And, well, since you're not guaranteed to have any specific weapon, I decided to keep this with Mega Buster. These blocks being Mega Buster mode. So, again, just to have some patience, work your way through here, and take the upper path. It's a bit safer that way. Most of your weapons aren't going to be too good here. Windstorm might be okay because, well, it can still travel. Water Wave can still be okay. But beyond that, if you try activating other weapons... Okay, Star Barrier is okay. I don't have a good weapon to showcase with this, so if you try something else, like, I don't know, Power Stone, it'll just, like, bounce off the things. Firestorm can also be useful through here, providing you with a barrier, even if the fire itself bounces off, and make these guys feel the gravity of the situation. He flew right through me. How much gravity does it take to hold down a shield guy? Apparently not much. Okay, let's stop making this incredibly cheesy. Drop that guy off. He also felt the gravity of the situation, but in a different way. No, I don't need you on top of me. No, I can't shoot that. Okay, I can still shoot that guy. And the other main section from the gravity, or not gravity, this mechanic was riding the drills. And this, I just decided to include all the weapons, but there is a Mega Buster spot because, again, you're not guaranteed any specific weapon. That section can be done with just the Mega Buster. Note to self, don't use gravity here. We send our drill off. Oh, that was great. This does not look so pleasant. Okay, no drills. We will have to do this with the Mega Buster. You can pull out another weapon here if you choose. You don't have to. You do want to be blasting pretty early. This is one way to do it. It is possible to get back on that thing or just shoot those last 4 platforms. So there's a couple ways to do it. And so here's where we get a couple extra rewards. I was feeling that, you know, if you picked Sword of Fire and Ice, you might get a short end of the stick. You don't have access to a couple of the other E-Tanks, whereas if you pick Sword of Time and Space, you're guaranteed 2 E-Tanks out of that, pretty much. Sword of Wind and Waves, that already got us 1 E-Tank. So then we have, well, these 2, and I was feeling bad for Sword of Bricks and Mortar, so that's where I put the Crash Bomb block there. We don't have either of those weapons, so we can't get those things. If you pick Sword of Power and Might, you do not get, there's no, like, E-Tank bonus for that, because those weapons are already absurdly powerful and will help you in this next section, which is the Sword of Power and Might section, which is not going to be about crazy platforms. It is, however, going to be about a bunch of battle challenges. So, first up, we'll slow these guys down, make them feel the gravity of the situation, and we'll wave them goodbye. There we go. How many puns can I use in one battle room? And then I kind of took a page from TylerBot's design here with these crash platforms and the time bombs as a way to kind of force you into battling these guys and not just being able to run from them. Power Stone will pretty much obliterate almost all of this entire challenge. So yeah, if you have that, this would be a good section for it. Cats don't like water! My goodness, that was a lot of use of, I don't have a good weapon yet there. No. I guess you can do that. These are possible to be done with the Mega Buster, but they're very tricky, so make sure you're utilizing your weapons. Again, Ice Slasher can help you here as well, freezing some of the enemies while you figure out what the heck is going on here. Feel the gravity of the situation. Launch the frogs into space. I just wanted to see a reverse frog rain there. Besides, gravity is not the weakness of Nightman. Although this would be a stage where I would like to have seen... I am having so much fun with this. Now let's launch this guy. I don't know if it would have needed that much, but he gets that much. This would have been a stage where I would have liked to have had 2 or 3 maybe just 2 primary weaknesses for Nightman. Just because, again, you're not guaranteed to have any one particular weapon. I will tell you this, we do have his primary weakness. It's the water wave, so we're going to fill that up. Because, again, I was kind of feeling bad for the Sword of Wind and Waves, because there's so many other, you know, better options for combat, or even, like, the Star Crash can get you the E-Tank that the Windstorm could have gotten you. So I felt kind of bad for that. His other weakness is actually Power Stone. It's just a secondary weakness, so it only does 2 points of damage, but it's actually kind of tricky to hit him with it. You'll see why. You'll see why right now. Yeah, we have Crusher platforms here. This actually makes this battle quite tricky. because if you try to just stay in the center here, it's really tricky to battle Nightman. He cannot be damaged by his own Crusher platforms. However, you can be. I have 2 E-tanks. Ow. But I didn't need him, because I had his primary weakness. Yeah, the reason Power Stone is kind of tricky to hit him with is because Power Stone can bounce off of the Crushers. So do be mindful of that. But I would like to have had the option to choose another primary weakness and even another secondary weakness, so that way, no matter what combination you had of weapon choices you made, you would get to have you would have something that could damage him for more than 1 unit, whereas you're not really guaranteed that. Like, if you picked Fire and Ice and Bricks and Mortar, you wouldn't have too many weapons against him. You'd have some E-tanks, though. So yeah, we're going to upload this stage. This is kind of the concluding stage. I really like the design idea on the outset of me designing this series of levels. I'm going to show you guys the... show you the level ID in case you guys want to play it. There it is, 227983. And so I need to write that down for Dr. Novocaine as well. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to take like all the weapons. So if you noticed, all the weapons were in the same spots that they were in the previous 5 episodes. So that was kind of a hint. And I don't know, I really liked how this stage really came together here. I enjoyed this series. I enjoyed making it. From the outset, like I said, I wanted to do something where we had a culmination of the weapons, but where you had to choose only 2 swords, because, well, you only have 2 hands, 2 swords. You know, it doesn't make sense where you can pick more unless you use the Sword of Wind and Waves, specifically the wind, and you cheat Destiny and get all of it. And despair comes when you're sad about, you know, something that you didn't pick, which might have helped you more in a particular situation. I tried to make it so that all the weapons had a decent chance to shine throughout the stage. And no matter what weapon combination you picked, you would have a weapon selection that could help you throughout various situations. So, yeah, I really like that. So, that is all for now. Expect to see less Mega Man Maker levels from me. I will still do some by request, but my general idea with doing more Mega Man, or having more Mega Man Maker stages like almost every day, was that, okay, you guys wanted to see more Mega Man, which I wanted to play more Mega Man, so that's awesome. I always want to play more Mega Man. But, yeah, I'm not really able to record this and upload an RPG video, edit and upload an RPG video, and edit and upload one of these stages, and record more of these stages, because it seems like when I record a few stages for this, I'm not able to actually record Final Fantasy X, which is what I'm trying to work on and finish before Mega Man 11 releases. Not sure when Final Fantasy X will actually be getting uploaded, because, well, I have like 5 more games after Lunar to upload, so yeah, I have a lot of stuff recorded already, so I'm not worried about that avenue. But anyways, thanks for listening to me ramble about, you know, channel updates and whatnot. And I'll see you guys next time, probably for version 1.4. I will upload some new content there, and again, if I get more level IDs submitted to me, I'll upload those. Those will become a priority. So until then, enjoy some of the other things on this channel, and thank you for listening to me ramble this long. Well, I guess I'll say good night for now.